Welcome to our documentary exploring some of the planet's most mysterious and extraordinary creatures. From harsh deserts to deep caves, these animals have adapted in remarkable ways to survive in extreme environments. With incredible physical traits and behaviors, they continue to amaze scientists and nature lovers alike. Many of these species are rare or endangered, facing threats from habitat loss and human activity. Join us on this journey as we uncover the secrets of these elusive creatures and learn how they navigate the challenges of their unique habitats. The saiga antelope, or Saiga tatarica, is a critically endangered species native to the vast steppes of Central Asia, primarily found in Kazakhstan, Mongolia, and parts of Russia. What makes this antelope particularly unique is its large, bulbous nose, which is not just a quirky feature but serves a vital function. This peculiar nose acts as an air filter, helping to remove dust and cool the animal's blood during the hot summer months. In winter, it warms the air before it enters the lungs, showcasing an incredible adaptation to the harsh environments it inhabits. Historically, saigas were numerous, with populations numbering in the millions. However, due to excessive hunting for their horns, which are highly valued in traditional Chinese medicine, and habitat destruction, their numbers have plummeted dramatically. The saiga also faces threats from disease outbreaks, which have further decimated their populations in recent years. Despite being one of the oldest mammals still in existence, having roamed the Earth since the Ice Age, the saiga's future is uncertain. Conservation efforts are ongoing, with organizations working to protect their remaining habitats and curb illegal poaching. The saiga antelope's plight highlights the delicate balance required to preserve the biodiversity of our planet and serves as a stark reminder of the impact human activities can have on even the most resilient of species. Pangolins, often referred to as scaly anteaters, are unique mammals covered in tough overlapping scales made of keratin, the same material that makes up human nails and hair. These fascinating creatures are found across Asia and Africa, with 8 distinct species ranging from the ground-dwelling Indian pangolin to the arboreal Philippine pangolin. Pangolins are nocturnal, solitary animals that feed primarily on ants and termites, which they capture using their long, sticky tongues that can extend up to 40 centimeters. One of the most intriguing aspects of pangolins is their defense mechanism. When threatened, a pangolin will curl up into a tight ball, protecting its vulnerable underbelly with its hard, sharp-edged scales. This behavior makes them relatively safe from natural predators, but unfortunately, it does little to protect them from human threats. Pangolins are the most trafficked mammals in the world, with their meat considered a delicacy in some cultures, and their scales used in traditional medicine, despite the lack of scientific evidence supporting their medicinal properties. This illegal trade, along with habitat destruction, has led to all 8 species of pangolins being listed as vulnerable, endangered, or critically endangered. Conservation efforts are underway to protect these elusive creatures, with international laws banning the trade of pangolins and various organizations working to rescue and rehabilitate trafficked individuals. Despite these efforts, the future of pangolins remains uncertain, as they continue to be heavily targeted by poachers, and their slow reproductive rate makes population recovery difficult. The kakapo, or Strigops habroptilus, is a remarkable bird, not only because of its striking appearance and behavior, but also due to its extraordinary conservation story. This large, flightless parrot is endemic to New Zealand, where it once thrived in forests across the islands. However, following human colonization and the introduction of predators such as cats, rats, and stoats, the kakapo's numbers plummeted, leading it to the brink of extinction. The kakapo, also known as the owl parrot, due to its facial disc of feathers, has several unique characteristics. It is nocturnal, with excellent night vision and a keen sense of smell, which is rare among birds. The kakapo is also the heaviest parrot in the world, with adults weighing between 2 and 4 kilograms. Unlike most birds, kakapos are unable to fly, relying instead on their strong legs to climb trees and glide down using their wings for balance. One of the most fascinating aspects of the kakapo is its mating system, known as lekking. Males gather in specific areas to compete for females by emitting a low-frequency booming call that can be heard up to 5 kilometers away. This booming attracts females, who then select a mate based on the quality of the display. Despite its remarkable adaptations, the kakapo's survival has been severely threatened. By the 1990s, fewer than 50 individuals remained, prompting an intensive conservation effort. Today, thanks to dedicated conservation work, the kakapo population has increased to around 200 individuals. However, the species remains critically endangered, with ongoing efforts focused on habitat restoration, predator control, and careful management of the remaining population to ensure its continued recovery. The olm, Proteus anguinus, is a fascinating and mysterious amphibian found exclusively in the underground cave systems of the Dinaric Alps in southeastern Europe, particularly in Slovenia, Croatia, and Bosnia and Herzegovina. Also known as the human fish due to its pale pinkish skin, the olm is a true cave dweller, spending its entire life in the dark, submerged in subterranean waters. This extraordinary creature has adapted to its environment in remarkable ways. The olm is blind, as its eyes are underdeveloped due to the complete darkness in which it lives. Instead of relying on sight, it has highly sensitive receptors that allow it to detect even the faintest vibrations in the water, helping it to navigate and find food. The olm is also capable of regenerating its limbs, much like the axolotl, making it a subject of great interest to scientists studying regenerative biology. Another remarkable feature of the olm is its longevity. It can live up to 100 years, with some estimates suggesting even longer. It also has an incredibly slow metabolism, enabling it to survive without food for up to 10 years. The olm primarily feeds on small crustaceans, insects, and snails, but its ability to endure long periods of starvation is a key adaptation to its nutrient-poor environment. The olm is currently listed as vulnerable due to habitat degradation, pollution, and the impact of human activities on its fragile cave ecosystems. Despite being a symbol of Slovenia and protected by law, the olm faces ongoing threats from water pollution and climate change. Conservation efforts focus on protecting its natural habitat and raising awareness about the importance of preserving these unique underground ecosystems. The shoebill, Baleniceps rex, is a large prehistoric-looking bird native to the swamps and marshes of Central and East Africa, particularly in Uganda, Zambia, and South Sudan. This enigmatic bird is known for its massive, shoe-shaped bill, which can reach up to 24 centimeters in length and 20 centimeters in width. The shoebill's bill is perfectly adapted for catching and holding onto large prey, such as lungfish, eels, and even small crocodiles. Standing at over 1.2 meters tall, with a wingspan of up to 2.5 meters, the shoebill is an imposing figure in its wetland habitat. Despite its large size, it is a master of patience and stealth, often standing motionless for hours as it waits for its prey to come within striking distance. Once it spots its target, the shoebill strikes with lightning speed, using its powerful beak to grasp and kill its prey. The shoebill's appearance is often described as prehistoric, with its slate-gray plumage, piercing yellow eyes, and broad hooked bill giving it an almost dinosaur-like presence. This distinctive appearance has made the shoebill a subject of fascination for birdwatchers and nature enthusiasts worldwide. However, the shoebill is currently listed as vulnerable, with an estimated population of only 3,000 to 5,000 individuals remaining in the wild. The primary threats to the shoebill's survival include habitat destruction due to agriculture and development, as well as hunting and capture for the illegal pet trade. Conservation efforts are focused on protecting the shoebill's wetland habitats and ensuring that these magnificent birds have a future in the wild. The naked mole rat, Heterocephalus glaber, is a small burrowing rodent native to the arid regions of East Africa, particularly in Ethiopia, Kenya, and Somalia. This fascinating creature is one of the most unusual mammals on Earth, known for its hairless, wrinkled skin, subterranean lifestyle, and unique social structure. Naked mole rats live in large colonies, sometimes numbering up to 300 individuals, and their society is organized similarly to that of ants or bees. At the top of the hierarchy is the queen, the only female in the colony that reproduces. She mates with a select few males, while the rest of the colony works to support her and the offspring. The workers are responsible for digging extensive tunnel systems, gathering food, and caring for the young. One of the most remarkable features of naked mole rats is their longevity. Despite their small size, they can live for up to 30 years, making them one of the longest-lived rodents. This longevity is attributed to their low metabolic rate and the fact that they are resistant to cancer and other age-related diseases. Naked mole rats are also capable of surviving in environments with very low oxygen levels, thanks to their highly efficient hemoglobin, which allows them to thrive in their subterranean habitats. Another unique characteristic of naked mole rats is their lack of sensitivity to pain. They have evolved to be immune to certain types of pain, particularly those associated with acid and capsaicin, which would typically cause discomfort in other animals. This adaptation is thought to be related to their ability to live in high concentrations of carbon dioxide in their burrows, where such chemicals might accumulate. The Guerinic, Litocranius walleri, also known as the giraffe gazelle, is a distinctive antelope found in the dry bushlands and savannas of East Africa, particularly in Kenya, Tanzania, and Ethiopia. The Guerinic is aptly named for its long neck and legs, which give it a giraffe-like appearance. These physical adaptations allow the Guerinic to reach leaves and shoots high up in the bushes and trees that other herbivores cannot access. One of the most remarkable behaviors of the Guerinic is its ability to stand on its hind legs, a skill that it uses to browse on foliage well above ground level. By balancing on its back legs and stretching its neck upward, the Guerinic can reach leaves that are up to 2 meters off the ground. This unique feeding strategy allows the Guerinic to thrive in arid environments where food sources can be scarce. Guerinics are also known for their slender, elongated bodies, which are well adapted to their desert habitats. They have large, dark eyes and small, pointed ears, giving them a delicate and graceful appearance. Despite their fragile look, Guerinics are highly resilient animals, capable of going long periods without drinking water. They obtain most of the moisture they need from the vegetation they consume. Gerynics are relatively solitary animals, often seen alone or in small groups. They are shy and elusive, making them difficult to spot in the wild. The Gerynic's conservation status is currently listed as near threatened due to habitat loss and hunting pressures. Conservation efforts are focused on protecting their natural habitats and preventing illegal hunting to ensure that this unique species continues to thrive in its native environment. Tardigrades, often referred to as water bears or moss piglets, are microscopic water-dwelling creatures that belong to the phylum Tardigrade. Despite their tiny size, typically ranging from 0.3 to 0.5 millimeters, tardigrades are among the most resilient organisms on Earth, capable of surviving in extreme environments that would be fatal to most other life forms. Tardigrades have a segmented body with 8 legs, each ending in tiny claws or suction pads. Their tough, water-repellent cuticle helps them survive in harsh conditions, and their body can retract into a ball, known as a tun, when faced with extreme stress. In this cryptobiotic state, tardigrades can withstand temperatures ranging from near absolute zero to above boiling, pressures 6 times greater than those found in the deepest ocean trenches, and even the vacuum of space. They can also survive high doses of radiation and go without food or water for decades. Tardigrades are found in a wide range of environments, from the deep sea to the highest mountain peaks, and from tropical rainforests to Arctic tundras. They are most commonly found in mosses and lichens, where they feed on plant cells, algae, and small invertebrates. Their incredible survival abilities have made tardigrades a subject of fascination among scientists, particularly in the fields of astrobiology, extremophiles, and the study of life in extreme environments. Research into tardigrades has revealed that they produce unique proteins that protect their cells from damage caused by dehydration, radiation, and other stressors. These proteins, known as DSUP, damage suppressor, have potential applications in biotechnology and medicine, particularly in enhancing the durability of biological materials and developing new treatments for radiation exposure.
Thank you for joining us on Nature and Science YouTube channel. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and share this video. Your comments are invaluable for our improvement.
The Yeti crab, Kiwa hirsuta, is a deep-sea crustacean that was first discovered in 2005 near hydrothermal vents in the South Pacific Ocean. This unusual creature, named after the mythical Yeti due to its hairy claws and body, belongs to the Kiwidae family, a group of blind, vent-dwelling crabs that are adapted to the extreme conditions of the deep sea. Yeti crabs are small, with a body length of about 15 centimeters. Their most distinctive feature is their long, hairy claws, which are covered in bristle-like setae. These setae are not just for show, they are believed to play a crucial role in the crab's survival. The hairs on the Yeti crab's claws harbor colonies of symbiotic bacteria, which the crab cultivates and harvests as a primary food source. This adaptation allows the Yeti crab to thrive in the nutrient-poor environment of hydrothermal vents, where traditional food sources are scarce. The Yeti crab is also known for its unusual method of farming its bacterial food. It positions itself near the mineral-rich, sulfur-laden plumes emitted by hydrothermal vents, waving its claws back and forth to ensure a steady flow of chemicals that feed the bacteria. This symbiotic relationship is a remarkable example of how life can adapt to the harshest environments on Earth. The discovery of the Yeti crab has provided scientists with new insights into the diversity of life in the deep ocean and the complex ecosystems that exist around hydrothermal vents. These crabs live at depths of over 2,000 meters, in complete darkness, where temperatures can vary dramatically due to the proximity of the vents. Their discovery has also raised questions about the potential for life in other extreme environments, such as the icy moons of Jupiter and Saturn, where similar conditions might exist. The Irrawaddy dolphin, or Cala brevirostris, is a freshwater species found in Southeast Asia's rivers and coastal areas, including Myanmar, Thailand, Cambodia, Laos, and Vietnam. Unlike most dolphins, it has a rounded forehead, no beak, and a small, flexible mouth, giving it a smiling appearance that endears it to many. These intelligent, social dolphins often swim in pods of up to 6 individuals. They use unique hunting techniques, such as herding fish into tight groups before taking turns to feed. In some regions, Irrawaddy dolphins work symbiotically with fishermen, driving fish towards nets in exchange for a share of the catch. This fish-herding behavior, passed down through generations, highlights their adaptability and intelligence. Irrawaddy dolphins are also known for their ability to swim both forwards and backwards, a rare trait among dolphins. They have a slow, rolling swim style and often engage in playful behaviors, such as leaping out of the water and slapping the surface with their tails. Despite their charismatic nature, Irrawaddy dolphins are facing severe threats to their survival. They are currently listed as vulnerable by the International Union for Conservation of Nature, IUCN, with some populations, such as those in the Mekong River, critically endangered. The primary threats to Irrawaddy dolphins include habitat loss, pollution, and entanglement in fishing nets. Additionally, the construction of dams and other water infrastructure projects has fragmented their habitats, further threatening their survival. Giant isopods, Bathynomus gigantus, are fascinating deep-sea crustaceans that belong to the same group as shrimp and crabs, but they have a much more ancient and prehistoric appearance. These creatures are found in the cold, dark depths of the Atlantic, Pacific, and Indian Oceans, typically at depths of 500 to 7,000 feet, where they scavenge the ocean floor for food. Giant isopods can grow to be over 16 inches long, making them one of the largest members of the isopod family. They have a segmented, armored body that resembles an enormous pill bug or woodlouse, and their exoskeleton is covered in tough, overlapping plates that provide protection from predators. Their large compound eyes are adapted to the low light conditions of the deep sea, and they have a keen sense of smell that helps them locate food. These deep-sea scavengers feed primarily on the remains of dead marine animals, such as fish, whales, and squid that sink to the ocean floor. They are also known to prey on slow-moving animals, such as sponges and other invertebrates. Giant isopods have a slow metabolism, which allows them to survive long periods without food. In fact, they can go months or even years without eating if necessary, a crucial adaptation for life in the deep sea where food is scarce. Giant isopods are solitary creatures, spending most of their lives buried in the soft sediment of the ocean floor. They are relatively slow-moving, relying on their armored bodies for protection rather than speed. Despite their intimidating appearance, giant isopods are not aggressive and pose no threat to humans. The Dobintonia madagascariensis is a unique nocturnal lemur found only on Madagascar. Its odd appearance combines features of a bat, monkey, and rodent, with large ears, a bushy tail, and a long, thin middle finger it uses to locate insect larvae. Arboreal by nature, aye-ayes live in Madagascar's rainforests, using their large eyes for excellent night vision to forage for food in the dark. Their diet includes insect larvae, fruits, nuts, and seeds. The aye-aye taps on tree trunks, listening for hollow sounds that signal larvae inside, gnaws a hole with its sharp teeth, and uses its long finger to extract the larva. Unfortunately, local superstitions have led to the persecution of aye-ayes, as some consider them omens of death or bad luck. Combined with habitat loss, this has caused their population to decline, and the species is now endangered. The okapi, Okapia johnstoni, native to the dense rainforests of the Democratic Republic of the Congo, is an elusive mammal often called the forest giraffe or zebra giraffe. It has a dark brown body with zebra-like stripes on its legs, and despite its stripes, it's closely related to the giraffe. Okapis share a similar body shape and long neck but are much shorter, standing around 1.5 meters at the shoulder and weighing 200 to 300 kilograms. Their unique coloration helps them blend into the forest's dappled light, providing camouflage from predators. Solitary and herbivorous, they feed on leaves, fruits, and vegetation using their long prehensile tongue, which can reach 45 centimeters and is also used for grooming. Unknown to the Western world until the early 20th century, the okapi earned the nickname African unicorn due to its mysterious nature. Even today, it remains one of the least understood large mammals, with much of its behavior still largely unknown. The pink fairy armadillo, Chlamyphorus truncatus, is the smallest and most elusive armadillo species, native to the sandy plains and dry grasslands of central Argentina. This tiny nocturnal creature, also called the pichiciego, is easily identified by its pink armor-like shell that covers its back and sides, leaving its soft underbelly exposed. A skilled burrower, it spends most of its life underground, using its powerful front claws to dig rapidly through soft sandy soil. Known as a sand swimmer, it hunts ants, worms, and small invertebrates underground with remarkable speed. Its shell provides protection and helps regulate body temperature in the desert heat. The pink fairy armadillo's diet consists mainly of insects like ants and termites, which it detects using a keen sense of smell. Despite its adaptations, the species remains poorly understood due to its elusive, subterranean lifestyle, and little is known about its behavior or reproduction. The goby jerboa, Alactega bullata, is a small nocturnal rodent native to the harsh deserts of Central Asia, particularly the Gobi Desert in Mongolia and China. Perfectly adapted to extreme conditions, it has long hind legs that enable it to hop like a miniature kangaroo, and large ears that help dissipate heat and detect predators. Its most distinctive feature is its impressive jumping ability, allowing it to leap up to 10 times its body length to evade predators and navigate the desert's uneven terrain. Its bushy tail provides balance and agility during quick movements. The goby jerboa feeds on seeds, insects, and small invertebrates, obtaining most of its water from food. Its efficient metabolism helps it survive in an environment where water is scarce and temperatures fluctuate greatly. A solitary animal, the goby jerboa spends much of its time in complex underground burrows with multiple entrances and chambers, offering shelter from extreme temperatures and predators.
We're glad you watched Nature and Science on YouTube channel. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. Let us know your thoughts in the comments to help us enhance our videos.
The axolotl, Ambystoma mexicanum, is a unique amphibian native to the lakes and canals of the Valley of Mexico, particularly Lake Xochimilco. Unlike most amphibians, which undergo metamorphosis, the axolotl remains in its larval stage throughout its life, a condition known as neoteny. This means it retains juvenile features like external gills and a fin tail as an adult. Known for its incredible regenerative abilities, the axolotl can regrow entire limbs, spinal cords, hearts, and even parts of its brain with remarkable precision. This has made it a key subject in regenerative medicine and developmental biology research. In the wild, axolotls are critically endangered due to habitat destruction, pollution, and invasive species like tilapia and perch, which prey on them and compete for resources. Once plentiful, their population has dramatically declined, with only a few hundred individuals remaining in the wild. The Sunda colugo, Galeopterus variegatus, or Malayan flying lemur, is a fascinating mammal native to the tropical rainforests of Southeast Asia, including Thailand, Malaysia, Indonesia, and Singapore. Despite its name, it is not a true lemur and does not fly. Instead, it glides using a large, membranous skin flap called a patagium, which extends from its neck to the tips of its fingers, toes, and tail. A highly specialized glider, the Sunda colugo can cover over 100 meters in a single glide. Nocturnal, it relies on its large eyes and keen sense of smell to navigate the dense forest canopy. It primarily feeds on leaves, flowers, and fruits, using sharp incisors to scrape vegetation. Solitary and arboreal, the Sunda colugo has long, curved claws for clinging to trees and rarely descends to the ground, where it is more vulnerable to predators. At the end of this documentary, we would love to hear from you. Which of these animals did you find the most bizarre and rare in appearance? Were you already familiar with any of them or had some knowledge about them? Please share your answers in the comment section below, as we are genuinely curious to know your thoughts. Your feedback is important to us, and we can't wait to read your responses. Thank you for watching.